On the 4th of January 2021, she ended Julian's trial by ruling in favour of the US prosecution on absolutely. She ruled in favour of the US prosecution on 8 of their grounds, but against the US on 1 of their grounds. And what she said was that she said Julian can't be extradited as he is a suicide risk. Now, this initially appeared to be a wonderfully kind humanitarian gesture, but it was all a carefully laid trap. In fact, it would have been a lot better for Julian if Barreza had agreed to all of the US case and granted them Julian's extradition. And then Julian would have been able to cross-appeal on all of the core issues of this trial. For example, Barreza named Thordarson. Just Google Thordarson lied and you'll see why I'm saying all this. Barreza named Thordarson 22 times in her concluding judgment as proof that Julian got Thordarson to hack. However, as most of us here now know, Thordarson has since admitted it's all a pack of lies. And it has also come out that this USA star witness has 9 convictions for sex with underage boys, as well as massive financial frauds. And he was bribed to lie by the US government with a written and signed immunity from prosecution agreement for similar crimes. This whole sordid affair is an international scandal of enormous proportions. And so the US are desperately trying to keep Thordarson away from Julian's, who would very much like to question him in the witness box. Julian's lawyers would also like to bring up the fact that for more than 3 years, the USA video recorded all Julian's meetings with his lawyers, which is totally illegal and is normally grounds for the dismissal of a case.
It still is.
If this was a proper trial, which is not, you are witnessing the worst sham of justice in British history.
Correct.
2 more points, if you can bear with me.
Where are the criminals?
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honour to be amongst you. Thank you. 3rd point. Julian's lawyers would also like to make the point that all the supposedly impartial justices in this trial, in inverted commas, have substantial conflicts of interest. For example, one is a very close friend of the UK politician who masterminded Assange's seizure from the Ecuadorian embassy. So in layman's terms, one of Julian's worst enemies is a judge in his trial. That is what a sham is right behind me.
Shame!
Now, 4th reason, thank you. You are absolutely on the right side of history. It is an honour to be amongst you. Thank you so much. 4th reason, I'm sure that Julian's lawyers would also like to say that the UK to USA extradition treaty states very clearly, and I quote, extradition shall not be granted if the offence for which extradition is requested is a political offence. End of quote. And obviously this is entirely political. Any one of those 4 reasons is a legally valid reasons for the dismissal of this case. Thank you so much.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The trap that berates has sprung has allowed the US prosecution to completely dictate two crucial things in this case. Firstly, the direction of the case, away from all fraudulence and lies, and all the other points in Julian's favour, like everything Julian did was in the public interest, trying to make the world a better place. So, Berates' trap evilly steered everything away from the 4 points I made which blow the case apart, the direction of the case, especially Thordarson. Believe you me, we would love to have a proper trial with Thordarson in this witness box. Then we would have a proper trial. Now secondly, Berates' trap has also meant that the US have been able to dictate the speed of the case, or more to the point, the lack of it, the lack of speed. For example, after Berates' trap was sprung by her, the US prosecution took 10 months to appeal against Berates' humanitarian ruling. And that was far longer than it should have taken. And then they gave just platitudes about, oh, don't you worry, Julian will be looked after by our nice prison system. Anyway, listen, the net result of all this is that for over 3 years, Julian's legal team have been bogged down in a long-winded process of successive appeals and counter-appeals in a farce of self-repeating ping-pong, toing and froing, and pedantically debating minor points rather than dealing with the important core issues of the case. In summary, this case is just a time-wasting exercise to try to appear as if justice is being done, which clearly it isn't. This case absolutely stinks, and this court must immediately free Julian Assange! 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 10 more! Free Julian Assange! 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 One more! Free Julian Assange! No! It is an honour to be amongst you. Thank you so much. It's an absolute sham. You are witnessing history. Thank you for coming up and standing up and being counted as a court of public opinion. Thank you so much. Thank you.